Alright guys, so you want to learn how to cut apart a model and key it like this. Not a problem. We're going to go ahead and do that. So first we need a couple tools. The first thing we're going to need is Blender. If you want to do this in Blender, of course. That's what this course is about. So to do that, go ahead and just Google download Blender. The first link here is going to bring you to the download page. Go ahead, download that and install it. So then you're going to want to bring your model in to Blender. So let's go ahead and delete him, File, Import STL. And I'm going to go ahead and find the STL right here and import it. Alright, so I'm going to hit G to move him. Alright, so I have my screencast keys here, so if I ever forget to say what key command is, you can look right there. Okay, so we have our model here. Let's go ahead and isolate just him by hitting the slash on the numpad. And we want to cut him apart, but before we do that, we need two add-ons. And so we're going to go here to Edit, Preferences, Add-ons. And if we look in here, we want to get 3D printing, so let's type in printing. And you need to make sure you have this checked, and that will install it. I've already got it on. And then the second one you need, or at least I think you should have, is Bool Tools. So type in BOOL, you'll see Bool Tools. I've got both these enabled. Bool Tools will help you go ahead and cut this into pieces very easily, and then the 3D printing one will help you prep your model for print. Okay, so we've got this here. Let's go ahead and start cutting this along the joints. I think that sounds like a smart idea. So I'm going to go ahead and shift right click right there. And what that's going to do is it's going to move my 3D cursor right there. And then I'm going to hit Shift A, come up here to mesh, and I'm going to insert a plane. Now that plane is good, I like it, but we're going to need to rotate it. So let's hit R and then rotate that in the Y axis and kind of get it as close to what we want as possible. That's nice. So let's go ahead and hit S and scale this up. And just do that one more time. Now, it's not quite where we need it, so let's go ahead and hit G, move it back. Like that. Alright, so it will cut it off. This would work technically, but you know, we kind of want it to be really nice and cut along the seam in the jacket to hide it when we print. So to do that, we're going to tab into edit mode. So that's literally hitting tab with this mesh selected. And now we've got that in there. We want to come over here to our loop cuts tool. Not the knife tool, but the loop cuts. They look very similar. And I'm going to add my first loop cut here, and then maybe one up here, and then one down here. Now, we're going to go with the really big edits first, and then we're going to start refining it more and more. So up here we have three different ways of selecting stuff. We've got our vertex, so these little guys, right here are vertexes. It's one little point. Then we have edge. Edge is two vertexes, so that's this vertex and that vertex. And then a face is basically four vertexes, well, three, more than three. But right now, let's go ahead and select in our edge mode. Now you can access any of these by using the 1, 2, or 3 key. So if you want to be really fast at a program like Blender, get used to key commands, trust me. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and move this on the X axis only by hitting X after G. And I'm going to move that over. So that's starting to look good. Let's go ahead here and do the same thing here. G, Z. And let's see, we could probably put another loop cut in right there. So let's do that, and then click back up to our arrow. And then G, X, back again like that. And there's another one right here. G, X, oops. And now we're going to go ahead and just move this one. And the way it keeps going back to the sides like this and at the top, I'm using my numpad keys to do that. So G, and we're going to move that right there. And that's a little off right there. So let's add one more loop cut right there. So if you want to move these around, you can click here and then drag up and down to find where you want to put it. But let's go back and select that one and hit G, X again and move it to that area. So that looks like really good for this area for the most part. It's going to cut right along that seam, or so we think. But here's the problem. Jeez. Only on the front side. The back side, it's going to cut horribly. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to use the 1 key. And we're going to come up here to just vertex select. And we're going to start at the top. And we're going to start moving these one vertex at a time over to where we need them. And I might actually just move this entire one that way just a little. You know, we're going to have to come back and fix up the front some too when we're done with this. But that's fine. That's part of the process here. Okay, so that looks good on that side. We've done some edits and we've kind of messed up the front a little. That's normal. This happens. So we're just going to kind of start to put it back the way we had it. All right. That looks pretty good. You know, you can always continue to tweak these as much as you want. I don't want to spend forever doing this because it's a tutorial, but if you've gotten this far, you understand kind of the premise of what we're trying to do here. Okay, so that's really good. That's going to cut that arm right off like we want. But it's going to cause a problem right now. So what we need to do is make this a little bit thicker because right now it's only a one-dimensional shape. So let's come up over here to our modifiers panel. And let's add a solidify modifier. And that's too thick, so that's going to cut all that area out of the model. But if we hold shift and we click in this area, we can drag it smaller. We just want to give it the smallest amount of thickness. So there we go. We're going to apply that modifier by coming up here and hitting apply. So then we're going to go ahead and select our cutting plane, then our model, and then do shift control minus. Okay, so that disappeared, and you're like, wait a minute, where did it go? So we zoom in real here, you can see that we have a slight cut. That's awesome. So now we have our model. What we need to do now is go into tab mode, and that's going to be into edit mode. Hit A to select all, and then we want to hit P and separate by loose parts. All right. Now we have successfully cut off this arm. So if I hit G, or click on it, hit G and then X, I can swing it out. So we have the arm cut off. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and keep that arm selected. Let's hit the tab key, but the slash on the numpad key. And let's do that shift click again. Hit A, and we're going to add in a cube, a pretty little cube. Let's hit S to scale it up. And then we want to go back into edit mode for this. So again, that's tab. And this time we want to select that front face. So we'll come up here to there and select it, or you can hit 3. And then hit the S key just to scale it in. This will just help it fit a little bit better. So, oops. All right, so now with that still selected, let's go ahead and select our Model 2 with shift click. And we have that there. So let's duplicate this with shift D. And now let's keep that selected. Let's select our model and then hit that shift control minus again. All right, so if we hide this piece real quick here, you can see we now have a hole, the perfect shape that fits that piece. Awesome. Okay, so now let's go ahead and shift click the arm, go back into isolation mode again, and let's select this, and we want to shrink that face just a little bit more now. Just so that way it's a little bit smaller in case we have a little bit of swelling when it prints. And we're going to click this, select that, hit Shift plus this time, and that's going to join it together. So now if we go ahead and we move this out, you can see we have a spot for it to go, and obviously this area here is bad, but this is just a demo. And that should slide in perfectly, and it's ready to print almost. The last thing we're going to need to do is make sure these are manifold, because sometimes when you cut apart a model, you're going to get non-manifold areas. So if we come up here to the 3D printing tab, and we go make manifold, you'll see these numbers show up here at the bottom. Sometimes if these numbers aren't all zeros, keep hitting make manifold. And the bigger the model is, the higher density, the longer it will take. See that we had 7 and 7. So let's go ahead and do it one more time. Okay, now they're both zeros. And then you just select where you want this to save to, and you hit export, and you are done and ready for print. I hope you found this useful. I know I usually do painting tutorials on this channel, but I've gotten a lot of requests on how to cut apart a model, so I thought I'd show you guys. If you have any questions, drop them below. And if you liked this Blender tutorial of stuff to do with 3D printing, let me know below as well. You know, I don't mind doing these. I use Blender a lot, and I'd love to share the knowledge I have, but only if you guys really want to watch. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.